Introducing your first warrior. Fighting out of the blue corner, these fans of mixed martial artists with a professional record of 13 wins and 5 losses. He stands 180 centimeters tall and weighs already 70.3 centimeters. Representing CM System and fighting out of Curitiba, Brazil. Put your hands together for Gabriel Fly Miranda. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, this man's a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 8 wins and 7 losses. He stands 177 centimeters tall and weighs already 70.5 kilograms. Representing bare knuckle MMA and fighting out of Bogota, Colombia. Put your hands together for Jon the Problem Zarate. Your referee is William Arcen-Yegas. Let's make some noise, Colombia!
Through him. Both men consenting to a glove touch, and here we go, Brave Nation, co-main event of Brave Combat Federation 26.
Interesting, Zarate shifting, popping forward and back slightly, feinting with that kick. First blood, Zarate.
Fly Miranda showing lots of fakes, trying to get Jon Zarate to read on something, but he's got an underhook and he's down to the ground. This is exactly where Gabriel Fly Miranda wants to be, in the half guard right now. Just trying to get that knee through into the mount position. Jon Zarate trying to use the cage to walk.
Gabriel Fly is playing brilliantly to his strength.
May see the early stages of a head-arm triangle here, Kirik. He may use his instep to push down on the right knee of Jon Zarate to try and open that up, but steps off and now may step over again. Zarate doing everything he can to reclaim that half guard, does so intelligently. But this is not where Jon Zarate wants to be.
Zarate showing a ground game briefly that we didn't know he had, but that guard is now fully, and he rolls!
That's huge.
Rolls into an arm triangle!
We could see a head-arm triangle from the bottom. Gabriel Fly Miranda is exactly the type of fighter that can lock something like this up. Zarate trying to land punches, but Gabriel Fly Miranda looks like he has that locked in deep, gone palm to palm on the grip. Oh, Jon Zarate manages to get the arm out and establish position, but look at how tight, look at how much Gabriel Fly Miranda is folding the body of Jon Zarate.
A triple threat here.
Could see the armbar, realizes he doesn't have it and then switches. Big hammer fist from Jon Zarate. The Colombian crowd are going wild right here.
That's one way to stop an armbar.
Gonna armbar me, I'm a hammer fist you. Gabriel Fly Miranda staying calm in there, has the overhook, constantly moving the hips.
Gabriel Fly still calm, but this is not an easy fight.
Jon Zarate really taking the initiative, and is that a smile on his face? Is he?
Referee seems to have a problem with something. There may have been a fence hold.
But Gabriel Fly Miranda was deep in on a Kimura there.
Referee may not have seen that there was a submission in place.
Slight bit of confusion there. Gabriel Fly Miranda deep in on a Kimura, sorry, on the left side of Jon Zarate. He needs to create a little bit of space so that he can pop that arm up. But as we've seen with Colombian fighters, a Kimura doesn't seem to be anything to them if we're going by the prelims earlier.
It doesn't. Kimura means punch your opponent. The referee is now standing up.
That
Gabriel Fly from a sunk key lock.
I have to be honest, Carrick, that's an absolutely atrocious stand-up. When you have a fighter so deep on a submission and then to stand them up, that's ridiculous.
Gabriel Fly is going to do everything in his power to take it down to the ground and put another submission on.
Maybe this will give Gabriel Fly Miranda the impetus to get his second win by TKO as he's smashing elbows and punches into the face of Jon Zarate. And I think now Gabriel Fly Miranda will be acutely aware that these judges aren't perhaps so well in tune to the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu aspect of the sport and won't allow for time to work for your submissions. Has to be wary of the choke here, maybe looking at the early stages of a rear naked choke.
Brave Nation, coming off the floor up to standing is the single most problematic area in this sport. If you stand, there is a high percentage your back will be taken, and you do not want Gabriel Fly on your back.
Transitions, has one hook in, has two hooks in. That may be underneath the chin. Not quite underneath the chin. We thought he may have momentarily been going for the face bar. But it looks like Jon Zarate is going to see out this first round. Oh, he's sneaking that in. 10 seconds left to work. Has he got it tight? That could be underneath the chin. That looks deep. Gabriel Fly Miranda, the pitcher of calm, knows when to put the squeeze on. Realized he didn't have it, so let it go. Now finishing in the top position in the closing stanzas of this round.
Phil, Jon Zarate making some more huge fans with this fight.
This fight seems to be ever so slightly running over the 5-minute mark. The timekeeper must have gone to sleep. Gabriel Fly Miranda goes back to his corner.
Phil, that was clearly 10-9 for Gabriel Fly, but as I said, Jon Zarate is making some big, loud fans in this crowd.
You have to give credit to Jon Zarate for sticking in. Like many detractors thought that Jon Zarate was going to be out of this fight very early, but he's shown what he's renowned for. He's shown that grizzled veteran style that everyone in Colombia here loves. He gets taken down early, and I'm sure that many of us here thought that was going to be it once Gabriel Fly Miranda got him to the ground. He's working tirelessly for that head-arm triangle. But Zarate, as you rightly pointed out, that he has more of a ground game than I think that we give him credit for. He's able to switch the position, but again landed in that head-on triangle position. Just after the armbar, and he just crashes down a massive hammer fist like Thor's hammer right into the dome of Gabriel Fly Miranda.
Jon Zarate didn't win that round, but he did win the coolest moment in it, and it was that hammer fist.
After the break, Gabriel Fly Miranda finishing the round strong with some seriously heavy ground and pound. Even after one round of mixed martial arts action, Gabriel Fly Miranda's mustache is in pristine condition. Miranda starting like he did the first round, using feints, showing his ever-evolving striking game.
Zarate may be showing some fatigue from that choke.
Oh, great tie clinch from Miranda.
Zarate may not have recovered.
Beautiful straight shot. Gabriel Fly Miranda may be in on a 10-finger choke. Has the arm in guillotine. I think Gabriel Fly Miranda would prefer the arm out guillotine if possible, but he's working for it here. This is the thing I love about watching Gabriel Fly Miranda. You don't see him try and force a submission. He's just giving his opponent enough time to work to try and get out of it, and perhaps he might sink it in just that little bit deeper.
Just like a boxer always has a 1-2 and maybe a 3. Gabriel Fly always has a follow-up.
We couldn't quite see it from our angle, but there's the
Referee
tap.
has called a fight to the end of the contest.
Beautiful work from Gabriel Miranda, picking up the 13th submission win in his mixed martial arts career here in Bogota, Colombia. That's why this man is considered one of the most dangerous Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belts to compete in mixed martial arts today. Unbelievable win for Gabriel Miranda. Credit has to go to Jon Zarate, where it's due. Tough as nails, tough as old boots, was able to hang in there. And I think it's because of the calmness that we saw from Gabriel Miranda. That when he had the neck, he was so calm, because he didn't quite know if he had it or not. But that speaks to the jiu-jitsu ability. Again, showing just how dangerous he could be standing with a beautiful tie clinch. And then a beautiful straight right down the middle. Here you see the guillotine choke, but we can't quite see the tap from our angle. Beautiful work. There's the tap on the canvas. Again, due to the calm, destructive nature, a technical brilliance of Gabriel Miranda's jiu-jitsu, we didn't quite see it. And then going from the aggressive, the technical, the violent, to holding his two most cherished possessions. His son's dinosaur and his daughter's Barbie. Always paying homage to being a dedicated family man. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make it official by setting it up to the roaring lion of Brave, the one, the only.
Ladies and gentlemen, another explosive end to the co-main event of the evening. This finishes in 49 seconds of the second round. Your winner by tap out by guillotine choke, Gabriel